Yo, Hollywood. Yo, Black Caesar. The show about to start. You hear me? The show about to start.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Man Cave Talk Show. This is the one and only HollywoodBonner.
And it is your boy, the infamous Black Caesar.
Welcome to the cave. Many of you have heard or also seen the video that happened the past couple days. And it's just another sad scene that we have to witness something of that magnitude on camera again. And like our first two videos when we was talking about police brutality, this was another example of what we was talking about. And this victim is Jacob Blkk, and it's just crazy. And I know you seen the video, Caesar.
Yeah, I saw it.
What you like? What was your first initial thoughts when you've seen the video?
Here we go again. Simple as that, because it's, I guess when I finally got the backstory, of what happened, I'm starting to believe this was in Wisconsin, right? Where was this, or was it Minnesota? Where was it?
Honestly, I'm not for sure where it was actually at.
Not for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, wherever it was at. Shame on y'all, man. With all this stuff going on, right? The police officer who shot him 7 times, if I'm not mistaken. He or she haven't sat there and thought about the times that we're living in. Like you're getting ready to create an uproar. You could have thought twice on what you're doing. But I know one thing. That police officer is going to say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feared for my life. I know he's going to say that. Because
before you get into your thought, I ain't trying to cut you off, but it was in Milwaukee.
It was in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Milwaukee. Okay. So the police officer is gonna say he feared for his life.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's gonna say that, and for everybody who watched the video, or for those who have not watched the video, I guess I could see how he say in a way he probably feared for his life. Because when you get in the car, sometimes you gotta duck to get in the car. Depends on how tall you are compared to your car.
Mm-hmm.
From the looks of it, Jacob was getting into his car, so I'm guessing the police officer is like, well, he could have been reaching for something, so I wanted to get it over with before he killed me. It's just stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Just stupid. I honestly believe, I'm not gonna say it's racist. I'm not going to. But then again, I am going to say it's racist. Because at what point was this man was a threat to you? That's just my thing. Where was he a threat?
Right. And the crazy thing about it, after me kind of reading the story a little bit, they called the police because it was a fight or something going on. And they say he was the one that was breaking it up. So, or like it was something like he was breaking it up, or...
So if he was just an innocent bystander, how did he get to the position?
Right,
where
like
he
I
is
said,
now?
Yeah, like I think it was either he was breaking it up or I don't think he was involved involved on that fight or whatever was going on. But I believe he was breaking it up. But the killer, the killer thing that I just can't seem to understand is it kind of goes back to what we already talked about. What is the procedure when it comes to, okay, if he was involved or whatever and y'all want to stop him, like what is the procedures on that? Like what is the things that you need to do or was supposed to do before he even escalated all the way to them shooting him 7 times? Like,
well, as you see from the video, it looked like even if they did have any procedures set in place, they skipped through all the procedures. They had their guns on. From the little clip that I saw, right? I think it's like a 10 to 15 second clip.
Uh-huh.
I think you had like, 4 police officers? All of them had guns drawn on him to begin with. Like, from the video that I saw. Mm-hmm. And when he opened the door, that's when the one police officer who was following him, technically, he was following him. Mm-hmm. When Jacob was getting in the car, that's when he shot him 7 times. Mm-hmm. Nobody tried to tackle him. Nobody tried to stun gun him. Nobody tried to do anything. It's like you instantly resolve into shooting.
Kill first.
But you kill first, then I deal with all this stuff later.
Or, I mean, even though he did not get killed, but let me kind of backtrack a little bit. Let me try to backtrack a little bit. So, if they called the police and he wasn't the one that was involved in the fight or whatever was going on and stuff, and like, why was he getting harassed by the police? Like, yeah,
I didn't want to say. I'm sorry, I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say that. I'm sorry, but when you think about it, it's the truth. It's the truth.
Right.
Black man breaking up the fight. Obviously, he's the threat. Nobody asks questions. From what I'm saying, nobody asks any questions at all. Nobody.
Right. Like I said, I don't know, because like I said, I only seen like a small little clip of what happened at the end. But I mean, I don't know what happened prior to that video was filmed or whatever. But anywho, whatever happened, I still can't get it past me. Okay, y'all go shoot him. So he get into his car, or he was walking towards the car. Not only that they shot him, his kids was in the car. Like so you telling me his kids is now traumatized? Even if they young, they still get traumatized of them seeing a dad get shot 7 times. And luckily that he didn't get killed. That's the whole thing. Like, thank God that he didn't get killed. But honestly, now he paralyzed.
If it was me, see, that's the thing. If it was me, I'd rather you kill me. You know, because it's already bad enough, like you said, my children see this, right? Mm-hmm. But now my children have to grow up saying, I remember when my daddy got shot by the police. Right. I remember that. Thank God. I mean, yeah, he's here, but I have to deal with this painful memory every day that he's trying to raise me. I watched my dad. He was able to walk, and then in a split second, he shot 7 times. He can't walk no more. Like, I'd rather you just flat out kill me, because it's traumatic for me. But to me, I think it's 10 times more traumatic for the children. Exactly. They wasn't supposed to see that.
But honestly, I think they was trying to kill him. I think
so too.
They was shooting.
Why else would you shoot 7 times?
Right. You know, they shot him 7 times for attempt to kill. So they already thought, okay, he wasn't gonna make it, but by the grace of God, he pulled through. And like you said, he paralyzed now. And like now, if I'm him, I'm thinking about like, dang, I'm paralyzed now. So now I can't even physically do my job. You know, I don't know if he had a job. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming he probably had a job or whatever and stuff. So now he got to be on disability now. He got to change his whole life. Got to do a 360 change now, just from him getting harassed and police brutality. Like now, he got to be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. It's like you woke up walking and minding your own business. You went over there to stop a fight. Then the cops started harassing you or whatever. And then now you get shot by the cops. And then now you in a wheelchair. Oh man.
No, they said, I guess from what I read, some people said that when he saw the cops, he instantly walked away. Because he saw that the cops were there. Not like he was trying to run away, but it's like, okay, I can, since y'all are still fighting or whatever y'all doing, I'm gonna let the police handle it, because I tried to stop it to begin with. So now that the police here, I'm gonna just go on, get in my car, I'm gonna go. But unfortunately, it's not that easy for a black man just to leave. Obviously, it's not that easy.
You can't leave. Like, what's the name? So if they probably already stereotyped him, like, you know, they already
Of course
seen him. Oh, he black. Like I said,
I don't care. The first episode.
I don't care.
Guys.
It's race. It's race, and I hate to say it. No, honestly, I don't hate to say it anymore because I'm getting tired of like I said, it's like a broken record now. It's like black men get shot by a police officer. I said in the first episode. I've been said it. I said it already. A black man or for police officers and black men, we're already a threat. Yeah.
We're already a threat. Even when we're not doing anything, we're already a threat. So when police officers come to us, they're going to be on high alert. This man was I ain't going to say it's minding his business, but he was trying to break up a fight. He, doing a good civilian deed or duty. Mm-hmm. And he gets shot 7 times. Like, what? How much how evil do you have? First off, how evil do you have to be to shoot a man in the back 7 times? That's the first thing. Like, I'm not understanding that. And secondly, why can't you question him first? Like, are you questioning him first, or like what is your, like you said, what is your process? What is your due process when it come down to attempt to subdue somebody? Because obviously you didn't subdue him, you shot him. Right. Not once, but 7 times. You see what I'm saying? So that kind of do it for me. But we're targets. Like, we're a threat. Even when we're not doing anything, we're a threat.
We are. We more threats. Like, we more of a threat than a white person who's shooting up churches. A white person who's walking around the streets with AR-15s.
Mm-hmm.
And we
what's his name? What's that white boy name? The 17-year-old.
Kyle.
What is his name?
Kyle.
Dang, bro.
You know we gotta speak on that. And we gotta speak on Kyle. And like, so I watched the video. I heard what happened. I don't know. Did you watch the video of
I watched the video. The video.
Before I get into what I want to say, people, stop trying to make it seem like that was self-defense.
Oh, that was nowhere near self-defense.
Stop trying to make it seem like it's self. See, look, they make excuses for the well, they make excuses for the other color. Or the white person. Okay, I'm just gonna say the Caucasian.
Say it. They make everything acceptable for the white folk. Go on and call it what it is. It's not hatred, it's the truth. Right. And it is the absolute truth.
And they make it, he was self-defense. Because they seen a video of them. The person, so if it was self-defense, the person that got shot and killed was a white guy, I believe. He was trying to stop him.
He got shot in the chest. He was trying to stop
him. So
actually, in the video that I watched, I think like 4 or 5 of them were white. Like, I think majority of the people were white who was trying to stop him to begin with.
Right. It was they was at Kenosha or whatever. Kenosha, Wisconsin. They was at Kenosha. Okay, let me go back. He from Illinois. What are you doing all the way over there?
He's 17 years old.
17 years old.
Where are your parents? Where's your parents? That tells me a lot about his parents, to be honest with you.
I thought about that too.
That tells me a lot about his family. It tells me a whole lot about that. Ain't no way I'm gonna let my 17-year-old son. I don't care if he was just gonna go to Kenosha just to chew a piece of bubble gum. You're not going nowhere without me. First off, and then you protesting on top of that. Why are you taking this gun with you? Like, no, there's too many questions as a parent.
He wasn't protesting.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
He wasn't protesting for that. He was, you know, he said
he went
Blue Lives
to join
Matter.
a militia. He went to join a militia to try to save the city. Whatever. Nah, that tells me a lot about his parents and their ideology.
Right.
Because the moment my son, if I have a AR-15 or whatever it was that he had, if I see my son try to walk out with that, I'm questioning where you going. First off, like I'm gonna take race out of it. This is a 17-year-old child. You're crossing state lines, right? Mm-hmm. This gun is not yours. This is my gun. So it's like now, if you get in trouble, I get in trouble because it's registered to me. You had no business going. Yeah. But like I said, when you have racist parents, this is what happens.
Right.
This is what happens.
Right. So, also, what I'm not understanding is, so they said that he shot somebody prior to the whole situation of them trying to stop him. That's what happened. They said that he shot somebody first. So them group of people was trying to stop him, and that's when he that's when he got up, shot the guy in the chest, shot a guy in the head, I believe, and like he killed 2 people and he wounded 1 person. He did all that, but
the person that he wounded, he got shot in the arm, and I saw the picture of that. His arm, like his arm blew off, and that was a white guy.
For real?
A white guy. I'm dead serious. That was a white guy.
2 people got shot. 2 people died. 1 got wounded. But like I said, for one, when we protest a non-violent protest, and we not protesting to start chaos. We not protesting to do all this stuff that they trying to make it seem like us black folks are doing. We protesting for a change because it's time for a change. Like I said, we just talked about the George Floyd situation. Like, how long ago? About a month or so ago.
Well, like going on. Was this episode 8? So it's like this is episode 8. So it's like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but about 2 months ago, we just witnessed a cop kill somebody. Now we back on this situation, even though he did not get killed, but they paralyzed him, shot him 7 times in front of his kids. So is this the new cycle? Is this the new thing? Cause I mean, it been going on, for the longest.
President. No. Let me not say president. Donald Trump, right? He said something like 3 weeks ago, right? And a lot of people got offended by it. But now that I'm sitting thinking about what he said, he's actually right. He said that people, he's talking about blacks, need to understand their history. Because if they don't, then they're bound to repeat it. When I look at this, right, I see everything that Martin Luther King went through, everything Malcolm X went through, all that marching and protesting and he getting beat up and the hoses get let on. I see the same exact thing. Nothing have changed. Nothing. Because I say we as people, we're not thinking about our history. All this peaceful protest, in my opinion, is done for. We don't need to do this no more. We do not need to do no more peaceful protests. Because now, of course, it's getting more violent, I will say. But we, as a people, need to figure out what we need to do as a whole. Stop trying to protest and march your way into some laws, because that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work like that now. It's not. Like, in my opinion.
But the thing is, I feel like they trying to provoke us to start a black and white war,
a race war.
A race war against each other. This is exactly what they doing. This is the intent behind all these situations that's happening. They want us to start hating white folks. They want us to hate the white folks. They want us to not like white folks. They want us to go against the white folks so they can find them another reason to kill us and all this other stuff. But in reality, like I said in the first second video, it's not all white people, and you clearly see the white person that tried to stop the Kyle, that was, they was trying to stop him with black people.
The murderer. I'm not calling him Kyle. He's a murderer.
Yeah, that murderer. They tried to stop him and they lost their life. Two people lost their lives for trying to protect other people, in my opinion. And like I said, it just all this stuff is going on. But the biggest thing that I took out of the whole situation, and that got me frustrated and angry, is when he shot the people. He was shooting he shot that way, he shot that way, he shot that way. It was like 3. So he had his hands up, walking towards the police. 3 police SWAT cars or whatever
went
right by. Like, it was people that almost on the ground walk right past him. 3-4 cars walk right past him. He walked to a police car with an AR-15 on his shoulder, and they didn't do nothing.
Absolutely nothing. And you know what's crazy about this? You know, even though, like I said, I do not agree with protesting because it's nothing has been done. But this is why people are protesting. How do you consider a black man who was getting into his car after a fight that he was not in? How do you feel him not as a threat? I mean, how do you feel him as a threat when you got a man of a teenager with an AR-15 strapped to his chest walking the streets like he can't do damage
towards the police?
But this man, this black man who's innocent, he get left in a wheelchair. How do you mix the two that bad? That's how bad this stuff got. But then you notice a lot of white people say we're the racist one. But this is what we see. You know what I'm saying? Is you'd be surprised how many people. There was like I guess some of the comments I was reading, they were like, well, he should have just complied to what the police said. The police never told him nothing. They had their guns drawn, but come on, man, I'm not about to. I would never thought I'd end up in a wheelchair off something that when I'm innocent. Why would guns be drawn out on me if I never did anything? A lot of people are thinking like that.
Our skin color equal threat.
Yes, I guess that saying is true. If when you black, you already born with 1 strike. Don't let you be a black man. You born with 2.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
that is true.
You born with a target on your back. As being a black, that's why I said, that's why, like I said, I don't got a white person really don't know the struggles of being black in America. They don't know the struggles, because if they did know the struggles, the ones that, and not saying all not white people, because a lot of white people is understanding now, and they riding with us. But the ones that steady making excuses up for these cops, making excuses up for the little 17-year-old, saying that it was self-defense and stuff, like y'all don't know how I feel. Because let's go ahead and reverse. Let's go ahead and say it was a black guy with an AR-15, and he killed 2 people, wounded 1 person, and the cops was right there. Well, he walked towards the cops. He probably would have never had made it a half a step.
Nah, the moment a black guy would have drew his gun, he'd have been dead. The moment, right then and there, that he wouldn't even had the chance to shoot nobody, he'd be dead.
Right, exactly. If the AR-15 was on his shoulder, like how to do is, he would have been dead. No question asked, and the cops would have been heroes.
Of course. Oh, like Kyle, the murderer.
Yeah.
He's a hero to some people. You know, dang hero.
Then, but another kicker is he was trying to be. I mean, I'm just gonna assume off the pictures and stuff that he was trying to be a police officer when he get older or whatever.
No, let me tell you, I'm actually pissed off about this because black people need to start, like, when we watch the news, we need to see how we as black people, we as black men, we need to see how us as black men is portrayed in the news versus them. They said that white murderer, this is what they said, an aspiring police officer has been detained in the shooting of 2 people. What? It's on video camera that this murderer just killed 2 people and injured another person. He's no aspiring police. Well, yeah, he is an aspiring police officer because that's what police officers doing right now, killing folks.
Yeah.
But you make it seem like this, they have to investigate this. There's nothing to investigate.
Yeah.
He's 17. He had an AR-15 on him. He went from Illinois to, where you said it was again? Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
No, Wisconsin. Oh, okay, Wisconsin. You travel state lines to be in a militia group.
It was illegal.
Exactly. It's illegal. He shouldn't have had that gun to begin with.
He was carrying an AR-15 illegally.
It wasn't his. But the narrative is this aspiring police officer has been placed in custody and had to go through investigation of 2 people being dead and 1 person injured. If it was a black person, his verdict would have been in the media already.
Yeah, he probably, they would have went and put up all the bad things that person did.
Of course. That's what they did to George Floyd.
Yeah, put up bad history.
All his bad history. All of it.
They'd be posting a video of him probably had a gun in his hand on Facebook.
Right.
They'll find that one picture that makes him look like a monster. That's what they do. They find that one picture that make the person look like a monster. And then they go make it portray it like, oh, he's just this person.
Remember the first episode when I said something about that the very first movie that came out in America?
Yeah.
That introduced the KKK? Would you believe it if I said that well, I think I already said it. That movie is what sparked that image of black people being rapists and murderers. Did you know that?
Yeah,
that image of black people came from that movie, and it's still going on today. It's sad. Don't let you get kicked out in preschool. They put that out there too.
Right. He been a menace since he was back in preschool and up. Like, they betray, but the crazy thing about it, or the scary thing about this whole situation, how many future cops got his same thinking process? They gonna be the next generation of cops.
Yeah,
so,
Kyle the murderer is the next generation of cops.
Yeah, so just imagine the same type of people, the same type of teenagers that's going through the little, just trying to be a cop, that was, going through the little programs or whatever. They already made it to the money. They already want to be a cop. Just imagine it's about to be a whole new generation of cops that's just as worse as these cops now.
Yep.
Let that sink in for a minute. Let that sink in for a minute.
Sad times. It's sad.
And it's just crazy that we gotta continue to just keep bringing up this, continue to keep talking about justice. It's time for justice. We need justice. We need justice. We need justice.
Nah. See,
but I do.
I'm not the one.
I just want to give a shout out to my Detroit Lions for canceling practice. You know my jersey right here.
Yeah.
I ain't want to.
Yeah, there we go.
They canceled.
Now, any other time y'all see me in some Raiders gear, but I rock with Detroit Lions.
They canceled practice. They canceled practice. Just to show they support on justice for Jacob. So that was.
And shout out to the WNBA, and shout out to Milwaukee for canceling Game 5 of the playoffs. Thank you to LeBron James for speaking up. I don't expect y'all to do much because y'all just basketball players, but y'all voice most definitely is heard, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Y'all on a way bigger scale as far as like people know y'all. So once they start seeing y'all stand up for us and stuff, it could do a real big change.
Exactly.
Your words would go a little bit farther than mine just because of the position that you in. So just want to give a shout out to those people. But what's your final thoughts on this whole situation? Final thoughts on basically this episode?
I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. My final thoughts is anybody. Okay, hold on.
That's what I wanted to say. I ain't trying to cut you off. That's what I want to say because it was something that I wanted to also say, but I just for some odd reason I drew a blank. But so they charged him with murder, right? But the real question is, will he get convicted?
No,
because they saying that it's self-defense.
No, if they saying that now, no. If he do time, he'll probably do time for the gun that's not his. For traveling state lines, you can't do that. Not unless they pass a law to where you can travel with guns across state lines. But that's probably what's gonna stick, because you can't argue with that. You can't argue that. So maybe 5 years.
Maybe. I say he, not the extreme. He might get a couple years. He's still gonna be in his 20s when he get out of jail. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah.
He's 17 now. Yeah. He gonna be in his 20s. If he might be still in his teens. But hey,
and you know what? No, I read a article about a man named what is his name? I can't remember his name. It started with an E, but I can't remember his name. He was in prison since he was 18 for a murder that he did not do. He is 57 now. He just got out. 57 years old for a murder he did not convict. But you got Kyle the murderer, who's going to do all the 3 years and get off scot-free. When you got cameras. You have cameras on this man. It hurts. Like it really hurts. It hurts how they do us. And it pisses me off every time I think about it. It really like ticks me off badly. Cause it's so blatant that everybody sees that everybody sees that we're not being done fair. Everybody sees it. But you just got that 20% of people that's so racist, so deep down to the core of their hearts, that they don't want to see it.
Nah.
They don't want to see it.
They see it. They know it. but they just know that they just don't care. They in this what I would say a fantasy land of, you know, I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
So, but
Okay.
you know,
Final thoughts.
yeah, I was saying, you
Final
go back to your
thoughts.
final thoughts.
My final thoughts is this. If you agree with anything that Kyle the murderer did, you're racist. If you agree with the way his name was Jacob, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was his name
Yeah.
Jacob? If you agree with the way that situation was handled, you're racist. And honestly, protesting, dead it. Let it go. Now at this point, we have to protect ourselves. Law is already not on our side to begin with. Unfortunately, it's been like that for the past, 500 years, I'm going to say?
Mm-hmm.
The law is never going to be on our side. It's not.
No, the laws was to protect white people.
Yeah, protect the white people. I had a conversation with my father-in-law today, and I said, we as black people have to understand we're only 3/5 of a human to begin with. That's what the Constitution tells us. We're not even full human. We're just property. A cow and a pig on the farm have more rights than we do. They're more respected as they're. You know what? Forget it. I'm not gonna go too deep. But if you agree with any of that, you're racist. And is, bro, this stuff gotta change. And I hope it. I honestly hope it do not turn into a race war. But that's where we heading. That's where we heading.
Right.
That's where we heading.
My final thoughts is this. First off, y'all, I know money ain't gonna fix a person losing their legs, but they gotta pay the man. I'm sorry, they gotta pay this man. What's the name? So, cause now his whole life has been 360. You know, that's the first thing I gotta say. They gotta go in and pay the man. Secondly, it's time for justice. But I don't know if us as black people will fully receive the justice that we deserve. And on another thing is, like you were saying, how things going is like they pushing for a race war. They pushing this black kill whites situation, because if it keep going that way, like you said, more and more black people gonna start protecting themselves even against cops. And that's something that we honestly, I don't want that to get that far. But the way things is, people want to make a home at night. People want to they got family. People getting killed in front of their kids. So, it's just sad. It just all sad. It's time for a change. It's time for us black people to really come together and really stand up for each other and really be there for us blacks, and not just go and I see it a lot. They go ahead and post something on social media. Black Lives Matter. They go ahead and take pictures of a Black Lives Matter shirt or have something. But are y'all really doing y'all part? Are y'all really trying to really help the movement? Are you really supporting your black people?
I wouldn't even say help the movement. If Black Lives Matter so much to you, right? I'm gonna kick businesses and stuff. I'm gonna keep that to the side. If Black Lives Matter to black people, right? We need to uplift each other.
Yeah.
We need to be our brother's keeper, and we need to protect each other.
Yeah.
Tupac, and I'm not a Tupac fan. I'm not the biggest Tupac fan. But in one of his songs, he said we need to start looking at each other as a brother instead of two distant strangers. That's what we need to do. We need to uplift and hold each other accountable as well. And we need to be the force that you can't reckon with. Because truth be told, when we all stand together as black people, we're unstoppable.
Yeah.
Don't believe me? Ask Mansa Musa.
Yeah.
Ask Pharaoh. Ask Pharaoh. Ask Thutmose. We're unstoppable. But
that's what they afraid of.
We tearing each other down. That's exactly what they're afraid of.
Yeah.
That's what they're afraid of.
Because honestly, us black, business, we the ones that's making these people rich and rich and rich.
We are.
But one go to a black-owned business because, I'm not gonna go there because I don't want to see them doing better than me. But you rather for Ralph Lauren, Gucci,
who don't like you.
You know, y'all rather spend. I gotta have the Gucci. I gotta have. You know. I ain't gonna get all into that and stuff. Like I said, y'all gotta just stay safe. It's time for y'all to get knowledgeable. It's time for y'all to go ahead and open your eyes. It's time for us to just wake up.
Yep.
So this is, well, if you like the video, go ahead and leave us a like on the video. And if you like or what we have to say, just go ahead and hit us, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Go ahead and share the channel.
Just got done talking about uplifting each other. Go on and share us. This needs to be heard.
Hey, right. Go. I go. Pastor Black Caesar. Shirley Caesar, you better watch out because Black Caesar is coming to take your throne. Nah. But
go and share our content. Get us out there.
Yeah.
People need to hear this.
If you tired of black people getting killed or black people getting affected by police officers, go on and like the video. If you tired of them getting away with everything, like the video. If you are just sick and tired of being sick and tired, just leave a comment. Just go ahead and voice your opinion so we can talk.
And if you watch this far in the video, hashtag Black Lives Matter. Put it in the comments. Put it,
go ahead and put the fist up or something. If you just leave us a fist,
just
go ahead and
something. Just come on, man.
Yeah,
do something.
Black, white, it don't matter, because we don't see color. We don't see color at all. We just see the ones that see color. So that's the difference. We don't see color here. We just see the ones that see color.
I ain't gonna say that I don't see color.
Well, I'm gonna go and say that.
What's going on, though? What's the context of the color was,
I'm gonna go ahead and speak for me. There, I don't see color. I like what's the name, but I see the ones that I don't see color because at the end of the day, we are all human beings.
Yes, we are.
I just see the ones.
And before we go, I'm gonna say this. Before we go, I'm gonna say this because I don't want to be too long. I know that sounds kind of racist, but what I'm saying is when I say I see color, if it was Indian people going through what black people going through, I'd be standing up for them. If it was white people who was going through what I'm going through, I would stand up for them. Because at the end of the day, it's just one group of people that's going through so much. So you have to see color. Because when you don't see color, you be so nonchalant because it's all lives matter. No, not right now. All lives don't matter right now because black people are the ones going through. So yes, I see color. That's the only reason. I don't want to sound racist, but I know if this get out far enough, them racist white folks, all lives matter. Blue lives matter.
I
shut up.
I feel you. I feel you on that. I feel you.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. And so, like I said, you know, this Black Lives Matter at the end of the day, because we the ones that really getting affected by each and everything. So, if you want, I'm hearing on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I don't know why I would say Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, or any other platforms that we also on. Just go ahead and just tell a friend to tell a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to go ahead and see us on the video, come to YouTube.
Yep.
And just go ahead and just let everybody know it's time for a change. And this is the one and only HollywoodBonner.
And it is your boy, the infamous Blkk Ceezar.
And we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Peace.